Okay, so we've got, our question says, can climate change over short periods of time? What I want to do is I want to give you about 30 seconds with your pair share partners to go ahead and talk that out. What do you think? Can climate have small shifts? On your marks, get set, go.
And it can have shifts, but not over a long or not over a short period of time.
Like,
It has to be over a long period of time.
All right, what do we think? Can climates shift over small periods? Yeah, they can. And they're called seasons. The seasons are small shifts in an area's regional climate throughout the year. Regional climate during the year. So we already kind of talked about, okay, appreciate it. Hudson, you go, and then when you come back, Jaren, you go. Yeah.
Isn't climate like the whole year? Like,
Right, so when we're talking about climate, let's talk about what are the two main factors that affect an area's climate? Temperature and what? Yeah, and precipitation. So we have temperature and precipitation. And if we have little shifts in that throughout the year, right, we call those basically seasonal patterns. Nobody really looks at it as a climate shift, but it is kind of like little tiny shifts. We're not talking long shifts of climate, I'm just talking throughout the year. So seasons are considered small shifts in an area's regional, regional climate during the year. Today we're going to go ahead and do a deeper dive in seasons and figure out why is it that in Iowa we have the 4 seasons. So what are the 4 seasons that we have?
winter, summer, fall, spring.
Yeah, doesn't it feel like winter has lasted like forever? Yeah, I'm like done with it. Sam, do me a favor and turn and look at that board just for a second so people can write that down if they want. All right, so today we're going to explain why climate change happens over short periods of time during the year. Students are going to be building and working with several models of the Earth-Sun relationship to discover why we have the 4 seasons that we do in Iowa. So could you please make sure that I forgot to do this. We're going to do a pre-assessment, and this is a pre-assessment. All I want to do is, here are 4 examples of why we might have the seasons. I want you to choose one of these and tell me why you agree with the student that you agree with. So you just take one of those and pass it down. I greatly appreciate it. I know I'm giving you much more than you and your pair share partners need. So if you just grab some, pass it down. I like your glasses, Ethan. And actually, in Nikayla's group, I might have given you a little too little. So if you run out halfway down, let me know. All right. Put your name at the top of this. Notice that there's a hole in there so that you can go ahead and put this in your table of contents, in your notebook. And this is where we're looking at. It says what causes, thanks.
Never mind.
Got one? You got it? It says what causes the seasons. 4 friends were talking. They all had different ideas about why is it warmer in the summer than the winter. And this is what they said. Natalie said, I think it's because the Earth orbits closer to the sun in the summer than the winter. Van said it's because the Earth's tilt changes the angle of the sunlight hitting the Earth. Tessa said it's because the winter clouds are blocking heat from the sun. And Miguel said, I think the Earth tips back and forth on its axis. It tips towards the Earth in the summer, towards the sun in the summer, and then away in the winter, so that the tilt just keeps doing this as it's orbiting around the sun. So first, which friend do you most agree with? Individually, I don't care what your partners think. I just want to know you personally, which one you agree with, and then why. Give me a very basic explanation or a complicated explanation. IDK does not count. Yes or no does not count. Just describe your thinking. Why do you think what you think? And then after we're done with our lab, we're gonna check it again to see if your changing has changed. This is just a, where are you starting from? Once you are finished with that, tuck it away, please, so that we can find it sometime in the future. And then let's go ahead and take a look at our lab. All right, the intro. It says between summer and winter in Iowa, we may experience temperature swings of as much 100 degrees Fahrenheit. By that, I mean like the coldest it can get in the winter is around -20 degrees Fahrenheit, and then in the summer it can get up to 100. So that's a difference of 120 degrees from the coldest time in the winter to the hottest time in the summer. And in many cases, it's been more than that. As Iowans, this is our badge of honor. We're like, yes, we can take it and we live to be 90, 95 years old. While in other areas of the world, the seasonal patterns that we experience here is almost the direct opposite. And so really, we want to try to find out today why. What causes the seasons? So you've got different parts that are going to go along with the different friends that you just read about. The first one is it the distance that we are from the sun? Part two is it that the Earth tips back and forth on its axis as it's going around the sun? The third part is dealing with the angle of light rays. So we're looking at these different ideas that our friends have talked about. And we're going to see, based on what we read about and what we learn about, if we are changing our own interpretation over time. So the first one is looking at this question, are the seasons caused by the Earth being closer to the sun in the summer and farther away in the winter? Many people, and I bet a lot of people in this room are like, yeah, that's the reason that we have the seasons. So that's going to be the first investigation that we do. I am not going to give you a lot of information as far as like walking you through this. I really want there to be a project manager. Are we good? I want there to be like a project manager in each group. So for example, maybe Kaylin is the project manager and they're going to be reading the instructions, telling people what we need to do, right? So that's going to be kind of what that is. And then we work through them. If you get stuck, call me over and I will help you if you don't understand. But I've tried to give pictures, descriptions. I want to let you know the North Star is up over on the wall over there. Your lamps, the way they're positioned with the light bulbs up, that represents the sun. And you'll be orbiting a little styrofoam ball with an axis sticking through it. That's going to be representing the Earth. So I'm hoping that by the end of tomorrow, you're going to have a really good feeling about why we have the different seasons we do. I'm going to pick these four right here. Y'all are going to be at table 7. This group of 3, I'm going to put you at table 6. You group of 4 in the back, I'm going to put you at table 5. This group, I'm going to put you at table 4. That's you 2 and you 2. You 2 and you 2, I'm going to put you at table 3. Wow. You 2 and you 2, I'm going to put you at table 2. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put you guys at table 1. Does that sound good? So get back there, get her done. The first thing you're going to do is locate the photographs of the sun taken from the same location on Earth. Don't bring your phone over. No need to bring your phone over. You've got calculators. Don't bring your phones. Don't distract you. Can you what? Yes. All right. Pardon me.
So first. I can't read.
First things first, part one. Right, here's part one. For those people that are at home, this is what the sun looks like from Earth in July 6th. And this is what the sun looks like from Earth on January 4th. So we're going to be measuring the diameter, which is distance to each side. Remember, diameter is the distance of the sun from side to side. Be as accurate as possible. After you're done with part one, I'm going to then click the lights because we're going to need it to be a bit darker in here. So, we only have two people.
No,
I thought okay. So you've got two pictures, one from January and one from July, and you've got a ruler. Measure the diameter. Measure the diameter. Diameter is widest portion. You, my dear, are with table one. Don't waste those batteries, please, Jaron. Let's just save the batteries until we need them. Okay, so my people, what we're going to do is go through part one, part two. Try to get through a portion of part three, and then tomorrow we will wrap it up.